Coming up on today's Disney Roundup, Disney has canceled all dining and FastPass reservations for the remainder of 2020, what resorts will be reopening first, and Spaceship Earth could be open at Epcot on July 15th. I have all that and more for you coming up right here on the DRU. Hey, it's Jeff everyone, and welcome to the Disney Roundup, where I bring you up to date on what's going on with the Walt Disney Company and Disney parks each and every single week. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me so you can stay up to date with the Disney Roundup and check out some other cool videos I'll be posting. And you can also download the Disney Roundup on podcast. You can download the Disney Roundup on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Starting off with parks news, following Disney's presentation for their planned reopening for July 11th, which has since been endorsed by Mayor Jerry Demings and approved by Governor DeSantis, so it's officially official now. But Disney Parks blog released a post with an update on upcoming reservations at Walt Disney World. At this time, Disney has temporarily paused new ticket sales and Disney Resort hotel reservations to focus on guests with existing tickets and reservations. Existing ticket holders and annual pass holders will be able to make theme park reservations before new tickets are sold, and new sales of tickets and Disney hotel reservations will resume after that period. Theme park reservations will be limited due to capacity and will subject to availability, and guests are now being emailed from Disney with all of this information. And as far as the reservation system goes, Disney has yet to announce any information on that yet, but in a tweet from Scott Gustin, during the limited capacity period, it may be difficult for annual pass holders to get park reservations on certain dates to manage the capacity, which does seem a little bit unfair, but I believe when Disney starts to reopen, they'll give the guests who are staying on property priority to reservations to the parks. This also could guarantee guests staying on property one reservation every day of their stay to a park. But as for park hopping, I don't see this continuing for the remainder of the year. It could come back sometime later this year, but just with how things are now and having to have reservations for a park, I don't think park hopping will be back possibly until 2021. Previews are also to be received for annual pass holders, DVC members, and Club 33 before the July 11th reopening, but subscribe to my channel and I'll keep you up to date on all the latest park reopening news and those dates as well. Disney has also made the decision that restaurants and other experiences such as behind-the-scenes tours will be limited in capacity, and other experiences may remain closed. As a result, they have canceled all existing dining reservations, experience bookings, including Disney dining plans that were already included in some people's packages. Dining and experience bookings will reopen with limited numbers closer to the park's reopenings, and when that happens, they're also switching the 180-day booking window to a 60-day booking window instead. And I really don't like the idea for this. I think this is going to cause a lot of issues, a lot of problems, just because a lot of people don't plan usually what they're going to be eating 180 days out of their stay unless they're going on a Disney vacation. Credit to a lot of the times for Disney vacations, people are making those 180-day reservations for hard-to-get reservations like at Ohana, Cinderella's Royal Table, or Be Our Guest maybe. But throughout those 180 days until your stay, you kind of have option 2 to see if anybody cancels any of those reservations, and you might be lucky enough to pick some up then. But with the 60-day reservation, I think that's not going to happen now, or not going to be as easy to find dinner at Ohana or Be Our Guest like you probably could in the past, but we'll just have to see how that goes. Additionally, though, FastPass will also be suspended for the time being as they plan to use additional queue space to manage capacity at attractions and maintain physical distancing. Existing FastPass selections will be canceled as well upon the reopening, and extra magic hours will be temporarily suspended. With the reopening date of the park set, we also have the operating hours, which the parks will be operating under as well. For Magic Kingdom, they will be operating under 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. And on the Disney website, they do have select dates showing that Disney Early Morning Magic in Fantasyland from 7:45 to 9 a.m., but that is subject to change. Animal Kingdom is scheduled right now to be open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Hollywood Studios on the 15th from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Epcot on the 15th as well from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Now, they didn't mention this during their presentation last week, but on the Park Hours website, they also have the water park hours on there as well. Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach have opening hours on those days from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. They're also showing special ticket events for the H2O Glow Nights showing on there, but Disney has yet to confirm if those events will still be happening or not. CEO of the Walt Disney Company, Bob Chapek, had an interview with CNBC following Disney's reopening plans. Chapek said that they want to make sure that they present to their guests when opening a quintessential Disney experience to still make lifelong memories. Now, before I go any further on Chapek's comments on the reopenings, I just want to touch on this because I feel as if anyone now who was planning their first trip to Disney, or maybe their once-in-a-lifetime trip to Disney, is going to try to back out if they can. And I kind of hope that they can, if possible, because if this was my first trip to Disney, I would not want it to be like that, just because now, especially if you go, it's going to be required to wear a mask, which is going to be tough in the middle of July under the Florida heat and humidity. There's going to be no fireworks, no parades, there's going to be limited character interactions. With all of that, I feel as if it's going to be really hard to get the most Disney magical moments to have those lifelong memories from. Additionally, Chapek in the interview would not share on what percentage capacity they would be reopening at, but it would be so that 6 feet social distancing can still take place. And when asked regarding attendance after the reopening, Chapek did not seem worried and said there's still a substantial amount of reservations to visit Walt Disney World. With dining and other experience events being canceled for the remainder of the year, we may have some good news on a special ticket event that may not be going away. In a recent tweet from theme park journalist Carly Wiesel, she claims that tickets for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party will not be canceled and remain valid. However, Disney has yet to confirm if the Halloween party will still be happening, and ticket sales have temporarily paused along with the other park tickets as well. The first night of the party is still scheduled on the Walt Disney World website to start on August 13th. So I feel like for the party to still happen, a couple things need to come back. One being fireworks and parades, and character meet and greets as well, because all of those things are a big part on why you spend that extra money for that special ticket to go to Mickey's Not So Scary, because you have Not So Spooky Spectacular, which just debuted last year, the Boo to You parade, and meeting characters that you wouldn't be able to meet in the parks before, like Jack and Sally and many others. So I feel like if you take those away, and especially who knows if you'll be able to trick or treat or not, but taking all of those factors away, I feel like would just really decrease the value of that ticket. But who knows? Maybe as for now, Disney is planning to start the Halloween party in August, but we'll just have to wait and see. But let me know in the comments down below, would you still go to Mickey's Not So Scary if there was no fireworks, no parades, no characters, or trick-or-treating? Because I feel like at that point, it's just special treats you can buy and being able to go to Disney World dressed up in a costume. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. So on last week's Disney Roundup, I mentioned that on the Walt Disney World website and on the My Disney Experience app, Spaceship Earth had appeared to start its long-term anticipated refurb and is now in the down for refurb section. Now there's a chance that may not be true. According to the Unite Here Local 362 Union, the beginning of the refurb has been postponed. Spaceship Earth was set to begin its refurb in the past week on May 26th and is rumored to be down for 2 to 3 years. As for now, Disney has yet to remove it from the refurb section of their websites or comment on its upcoming re-imaging, but we'll just have to wait and see if it'll be open on the 15th or not. Probably with it being known that it's going to go under a long-term refurb, they may try to keep it open for another month or so for guests to get one last ride on it. And also, I don't think with Spaceship Earth it's going to be too difficult of a ride to implement social distancing on, since it's on a slow omni mover, and I believe disinfecting and cleaning the ride vehicles won't be too much of a hassle, as it, like I mentioned, it's on a slow omni mover. You can disinfect and wipe down the ride vehicles easily. So maybe that's why they're keeping it up as well. But let me know in the comments down below if you think they should start Spaceship Earth's refurb now, or would you want to say one last goodbye to the old Spaceship Earth? Along with the park's reopening dates, some resorts have official reopening dates as well. These being the Disney Vacation Club properties at Walt Disney World and Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground for the time being. Members and guests will be able to stay on properties starting on June 22nd. Additionally, other off-property DVC resorts such as Vero Beach Resort and Hilton Head will be opening on June 15th. As for now, too, Disney has yet to announce any official reopening dates for the rest of the resorts on property yet. Alright everyone, well that's all I have for you for this week's episode of the Disney Roundup. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive the Disney Roundup each and every single week. And just a reminder, you can download the Disney Roundup on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Well, that's all I have for you for this week, and until next time, we'll see you on the DRU.